August 7th, 2020, Air India Flight 1344 was scheduled to fly from Dubai International Airport to Kozhikode International Airport in Kerala, India. This flight was part of the Vande Bharat mission taking place in order to bring in stranded Indians from other countries back to India. The Boeing 737-800 is about 13 years old at this time. It was delivered to the airline in the year 2006 and has been operational since then without any technical flaws. The flight today is carrying about 184 passengers and 6 crew members. The 6 crew members include 2 highly experienced pilots, the captain from an Indian Air Force background, and about 4 cabin attendants. The flight took off from Dubai International Airport at 2:15 p.m. in the afternoon, Dubai local time. It was scheduled to land at Calicut at 7:40 p.m. Indian Standard Time. 3 hours and 10 minutes later into the flight, the pilots now begin to prepare the aircraft to land at Kerala. At 6:56 p.m. Indian Standard Time, the aircraft starts to descend and entering into mainland India. A few minutes later, the aircraft circled around the runway or circled around the airport in order to get landing clearance from the air traffic controller. Due to the monsoon season in Kerala, the weather conditions were extremely unfavorable and the heavy rains caused poor visibility to the pilots, therefore making it difficult to make a successful landing. The aircraft unfortunately also experienced very high-speed crosswinds, which made it even more difficult to land the aircraft. Kozhikode Airport is a tabletop runway. This means that the runway is located on a piece of land which is flat but higher than the surrounding land around it. This makes it much more riskier, and the chances of overshooting the runway and crashing leading to a huge disaster is much higher than other airports. Thus, it requires a very precise approach by experienced pilots to make a successful landing, especially during the rainy season. The pilots finally decide to attempt a teardrop approach, a kind of approach which is used to circle around a runway to lose altitude and lose speed, therefore enabling a precise approach into the airport. Finally, Flight 1344 is now on a final approach to runway 10 of Calicut International Airport. The aircraft touches down at 7:40 p.m. in the evening Indian Standard Time. However, unfortunately, it fails to grip the runway properly and eventually overshoots the runway, therefore falling into a 30-foot gorge and splitting into several sections. As a result of the impact, over 18 people passed away out of the 190 on board, including both the pilots. The remaining sustained several different serious injuries and were taken to nearby hospitals and medical facilities. As per the Director General of Civil Aviation, or DGCA, the aviator or the regulating body in India, Kozhikode Airport was ranked as the riskiest and most unsafe airport to operate in India, and it was suggested not to use the airport for landing during the rainy season. It was also noted that the airport's tabletop runway did not have enough buffer zone in order to enable the safety of an aircraft in case it overshoots the runway. A year before, in 2019, the DGCA also issued a notice to the director of the airport addressing certain concerns such as runway cracks, cracks on the tarmac, water stagnation, and several other maintenance problems. However, there is very little evidence to now indicate that these fixtures were actually made before the aircraft crashed. At the end, it is thought that cracked runways, rubber deposits, and tailwinds at Calicut International Airport are the major causes for the aircraft's crash, therefore resulting in 18 people of the 190 people on board dying, including both the pilots. The remaining people survived with major and minor injuries.